All right, this is hilarious. Here we are.
Why are we doing this?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're
I'm
doing
Evan.
this because, and I'm Dom.
And we're Menu Motion. And today we're in, what are we in, Dom?
A 1989 Pontiac Trans Am Turbo.
Ooh, boy.
Which, as some of you might know, this actually was the official Indy 500 pace car for a little while.
That is crazy. This is such an 80s car. It's an 89, 3.8 liter V6.
Yep, turbocharged
V6.
V6.
It's gigantic turbo. Oh my God.
Jesus. We'll show you a picture of that.
So powering the rear wheels. We got an automatic transmission here. We're doing a bit more of a casual video today. We're gonna start in the car.
Take this to lunch.
Take it to lunch. All we're doing is taking it to some lunch. We're getting some lunch. All right.
Exactly.
We're getting some American.
American Shake Shack burgers.
Yeah, make some burgers. And we're gonna take a Trans Am. American
Trans Am
to get some
Shake
burgers.
Shack
And what's more American than that?
Yeah, sure.
But nothing more American, I think, than the look of this car. This has got to be one of the most weird 80s shapes.
So great.
It's so good.
I love it so much. This thing has such an 80s vibe with all the dials. The buttons on the steering wheel are ginormous.
They're like big plastic
We got
buttons.
this giant cassette player with every tune imaginable.
An equalizer in the stereo.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Delco lock.
Delco lock.
How about that?
No clue what that is.
And we got our leather wrapped kind of T-grip shifter with some power mirror controls, which is very
giant
unusual.
handbrake.
Big handbrake. The look of this car on the outside, though, is really interesting. It's got the wing in the back.
Yeah.
It's got this awesome white paint on it. Ton of little gold accents, including these nice gold rims.
Yeah, a bald eagle just flew over us. I'm not even kidding. There it is. Oh no, wait.
Wait,
no.
actually, he's actually not lying. There's a bird flying around.
No, but there was a bald eagle that passed over us.
Well, passed over because we could see because of T-tops.
T-tops.
I've never.
So
I've
they're
never been in a car with
surprisingly light.
T-tops.
We took them off. Today is beautiful.
Today is just absolutely gorgeous. We had to take them off, and it's so cool. I've never been in a T-top car.
Yeah, it's a very weird feeling because you don't really notice this until you oh, look at that.
Oh
God,
what's going on there?
There is something there.
But visibility is surprisingly good. The mirrors are terrible. They're tiny. They're so tiny. But the rear view is pretty good. It has a big glass kind of canopy in the back.
Yeah.
Really open. In the back,
the rear seats look so usable and so
comfy.
comfortable.
Yeah.
These seats are so nice. They're big,
awesome.
flowy leather seats.
like a couch.
They're like a couch.
Man.
And this thing is so fast.
It's so crazy. This is
For its age, it's a 30-year-old car, almost 40 years old. Not fast by today's standards, but back in the day, 250 horsepower, 340 pound-feet of torque.
ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, and this thing's so light. It's the track version, so it's got the performance suspension as we see on the dash.
Yeah.
It's got all your creature comforts. You got AC.
Yeah. Turn signal.
That's really it. Turn signals.
about it.
We're not in a BMW, so we have turn signals actually.
Yeah. But looking around this car, you wouldn't know that it's 34 years old. It is.
It's actually
the
really
owner,
nice.
The owner who we borrowed it from, which thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take that
This
to
is
lunch.
awesome.
Why did you let us do this?
Exactly.
But it is impeccably maintained. I mean, even the steering wheel, which is nice and round and beautiful, has almost no visible wear. Not even on the buttons. Everything seems to work.
Everything looks
The
brand spanking new.
gauge cluster is crystal clear. It's got a turbo gauge.
It does have a boost gauge.
It
goes up to about 18 psi.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna hit that.
No, probably not. But we're gonna not try.
We're not gonna try because if we break it, we buy it.
Yep.
And
I don't want to buy this car.
I don't want to buy this car. Actually, as much as I do want to buy this car, I don't want to buy this car.
So I have the key here. The owner has a
Screaming
Trans Am
chicken.
thing on the front.
So that's
which is
actually called the Screaming Chicken.
This is the Screaming Chicken?
That is the Screaming Chicken.
That's so cool. How 80s is that? That is so cool. And obviously, when I
Just
think
the
of
jingle of the keys.
When I think of
Very
Trans
80s.
Am, though, I do think of the big Screaming Chicken on the hood.
Yes.
This isn't that car. This is again the
Turbo. Yeah.
And again, after 2 seconds of driving it, track questionable. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started though. Let's get it rolling.
It's an American track car.
American car. We're gonna stick the key in to our cylinder here. Come on, bud.
It's in the wrong way.
Is it? No.
Yep.
Oh, it is. We go ahead and push the brake. Come
Turn
on.
it.
There we go.
Once,
Turn it
twice.
twice.
That's accessories.
And then listen to how this thing goes on. It's pretty smooth.
It
I would say.
starts up almost perfectly, which is
believe this.
awesome.
This is wild. I am
This is so
kind
cool.
of, I'm not, you're the American muscle guy.
Oh, I love this thing.
I'm not, I like my modern stuff, but
This thing's shaking while we're in it. It's so huge.
I'm getting an emotional response out of this somehow.
Exactly.
I think to get more emotional, let's just go drive it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to drive.
Yes.
So I get rolling out of here.
The creaks.
Creaks and rattles. We're gonna pull out of this parking lot. The steering immediately is just hilarious. It's so light.
It's so probably numb.
It's fully numb. I have no idea what the front tires are doing. And they've got wide tires.
Yeah,
It's
it does
just-
have wide tires. Because this thing, as much torque as it does have, it lights them up really easily.
But that's how
You
these
can
cars
only
work.
hear the turbo. You can't hear the engine. Only the turbo.
Oh, did you hear that? It has the has out of the. Oh man! I hope you can hear that.
This thing in all ways is American muscle. It's no matter what you say or do, it is a big engine because 3.8 liters for a V6 is giant.
Massive.
There's no steering feedback. There's no pedal feedback.
Nope.
There's no feedback anywhere in the car. The suspension is flowy. It feels huge. It's big open. It is a muscle car.
Yeah. And,
It'll light up the rear tires.
Man, the turbo is so good.
The turbo sounds so funny. This was in the 80s.
How is this the 80s? Dude, I can imagine, so like nowadays it's cool because you're in a vintage car.
Yeah.
But like imagine rolling around the 80s and something looks like this. That would have been so cool. This is, and the driving experience wise, it's not precise.
Nope.
It's not, it's very loose.
Flowy.
I feel like if I go over 50 miles an hour, I might, if I turn the steering wheel even a little bit, I'm going off the road. But what I do kind of find is I'm getting an emotion out of it somehow. I did not expect this. Like when we heard, we're like, oh yeah, we can take the car and for lunch. Like I did not expect to have.
You were not excited.
I was almost not excited. I was almost scared. So it's like, you know, a very
'Cause
old
it's gonna
car.
kill you.
Like, I don't know. I've never driven a car this old before.
Yeah.
And what a cool experience.
What a
this is.
car. Like,
car.
This is so cool. I'm obviously so much more excited because this is what I love. I love muscle cars. I'm a big muscle car guy. I want a muscle car. And
I was also something to
good.
note here is this is also part of the GM Holy Trinity.
it is.
Yeah.
So the Holy Trinity had this engine, 3.8 liter V6. The Holy Trinity consists of the Trans Am Turbo, the Buick GNX, and the GMC Cyclone.
Yep.
And if you have all three of those cars, you have the GM Holy Trinity. It's not the Holy Trinity.
Because the Holy Trinity is the LaFerrari P1 and
Exactly.
918,
Which-
yeah.
But
Different eras.
different eras, different
eras.
Holy Trinity.
What was that?
Shift.
I'm so
was a
nervous
shift.
in this car.
I'm used to driving cars like this. He's not, so all the
yeah.
noises and creaks and everything he's getting concerned about. And I'm like, it's 80s.
Oh my God, I'm going around some corners here. Super sketch. I'm going very slow. But you know what? It's charming in a way. And I feel like, especially like back in the day, I'm sure it was great to
Yeah.
even see these things driving around.
This, the IROC Camaro, the Fox Body Mustang, the Corvette, all of these big old muscle cars are just the best.
This is so cool.
So sick.
Man, I told you we do vintage cars, guys. I told you we do
Yeah.
vintage cars, and here we are. I think we're
This
doing a lot
isn't
more of
even
these.
vintage. We might do some older stuff. I'm trying to get some older stuff lined up for you guys. So
He's working on the old stuff. I'm working on the new stuff.
yeah.
Really trying. If you guys like this kind of old videos with these kind of older cars from the 80s, 60s, 70s, we have
40s. No.
40s, 20s, 10s, the 19.
We drove a Ford
we
Model
drove a
T.
1770 horse.
He's
and so-
from 1770.
He's this old. So we're about to get to lunch. I think we're gonna eat, and then I think Dom's gonna drive.
Yeah,
How's it sound good?
that sounds great.
All right, let's do it.
See you there.
Hey Dom.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I locked it. Just reach inside. It's so much easier. This is how you have to do it in the Trans Am.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, let's get going.
So we are in the Trans Am.
Sure. No backup camera in this baby?
No backup camera, because why would you? The Trans Am.
I'm honestly more comfortable with you driving. Because I know you've driven more old school stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, because I'm that guy.
And I'm the old school. I don't need handouts. I don't need traction.
Yes, I do.
Actually,
I need traction control.
I would like traction control very much, please. Thank you.
You were completely right. You just want to have your hand on the window and just like cruise.
I'm gonna grow a mullet.
I'm gonna
grow a mullet out.
You're gonna grow a mullet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeehaw! I'm gonna start.
I don't think
I'm
Neil
gonna start
would like
putting hay between my teeth.
I don't think anyone in our family would support that.
That's 100% true. Whoa!
I love the blow-off sound.
The turbo actually spools it. It pulls.
It's so funny. Dude, this thing is me. I love it. It's big, it's flowy, it can't turn.
That's why he plays football.
Exactly.
Yeehaw! Woo! The guy behind us probably is like, what the f is going on?
Oh my God. I can barely see out the mirror because it keeps shaking.
I mean, even being driven around it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. Oh, man, this is cool.
Dude, there's no center point for the steering.
You
like,
can turn it a
it's
lot.
not turning. It's so cool. Oh my God.
Oh, this is great. There's a little...
Oh, dude, I have the biggest smile. I don't care. Screw the 812. I want one of these.
Yeah, Ferrari what? Ferrari who? Pontiac.
Ferrari who?
Pontiac, guys, come on.
Who's still in business? Ferrari.
Ferrari.
But Pontiac's better. Not at all.
Who sold more cars?
How many? Probably
Who also
Ferrari,
had more
actually.
cars that broke down?
Probably Ferrari, actually. Oh, God.
Yeah, I wonder percentage-wise who would come out on top of there.
I don't know. I really like the way this thing feels, just because it feels so old and so flowy and so awesome. It just feels old. I see the huge hood. I see actually a very clear rear view mirror, surprisingly. And I see the really, really tiny side mirrors, all the analog gauges, and this thing is just awesome.
Oh, what
what's
are
that?
you?
That's a Buick something. It's an old Buick.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go, dude.
Yeah, he was chill.
He knows what's up.
He was chill.
Oh man, that's the kind of stuff you do in this car. You just kind of get good looks from people and like get good vibes, and he'll give you a thumbs up all the time. That's just that's the kind of vibe this car brings around. It's not like it's not pompous, it's not showy. It's more of a good nod and respect from a lot of people.
I love how the fact that this thing came with a leather jacket. Can we please just acknowledge that?
A leather jacket.
Can we please just acknowledge that? That's amazing.
That's the 80s, baby. That's all 80s.
Cars came with leather jackets.
Dude, Ferraris come with shoes.
That is true. Ferraris do come with shoes and race suits, so it makes sense that a Pontiac would come with a leather jacket.
What's more American than that? I would be willing to bet that a minority percentage of buyers of this had a mullet.
I think it was almost 98%.
98%, 99%?
It was a majority.
Majority, for sure.
Well, it definitely was not a minority. It was a majority.
Well, I think we are in the majority of people saying that we've really enjoyed this car.
Oh, yeah.
This has been fantastic.
I just want to say, personally, thank you so much to the owner for letting me drive this, for letting Evan drive this, for letting us experience this thing. And if you guys do want to see us take this to Cars and Coffee and see how other people react to it, please let us know. We'll try and do our best. We can't promise anything, but we will try.
Yeah.
Or other stuff like this.
Yeah, leave a comment with like maybe a car or two that you really want to see You know, not necessarily a review of, but like just kind of see us enjoy.
Yeah.
So, you know, 'cause we're not really giving consumer advice. I think this would be very bad consumer advice, but whatever. You know, we're just having a good time out here. We hope you did watching this, and I think we'll sign it off here.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Have a good one. Bye. But no, this guy turns 16 tomorrow. Or not, no, never mind.
What?
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 I
do?
I think you stole that from Matt.
I haven't screwed up in a while, so you know.
You know, you haven't gotten any major accidents recently.
Recently?
Huh?
Hey.